Hi, it's me, Cricket. I hope everyone out there is doing well. If you are not, I'm sorry. Blessings. Blessings, blessings to you and your family. Um, I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Um, it has been almost 2 full weeks, so tomorrow will be 2 full weeks since my surgery. And I am doing well. Actually, I've already gone for my follow-up visit and everything looks good. I'm tolerating food good. He wanted me to start some vitamins. I already take vitamins. He wanted me to start some fiber. I already take fiber. I was already doing a few things right. So, that's good. Let me get rid of that. I don't apologize. It just looks tacky. Anyway, so um, today I am going to do a little story time again. So, just so y'all know, I am celebrating 13 years completely clean and sober. And I mean, not a drink, not a drop, not a smoke, not a pill, not nothing. Unless it was doctor prescribed. Obviously, I just had surgery, so I have some things that I have taken some things that were doctor prescribed. I quit taking them early because our brains, as drug addicts and alcoholics, as addicts, um, make up pain. The disease part of our brain makes up pain and makes us think that we need whatever that is to ease the pain. And really, it's just our addiction that wants to steal and destroy us, really. um, so today is my 13 years. So 13 years ago, I haven't told this story in quite a while, I don't think. I did once in the past few years. Anyway, so 13 years ago, I have been drinking very heavily and smoking some green stuff. And um, and I thought, man, I don't really like the way I feel on this anymore. Maybe I should quit smoking, right? Um, I started with alcohol and I ended with alcohol. And I drank because I didn't want to feel anything. I'm actually going to go further back than 13 years. Because whenever I was a kid and I took a drink, I remember thinking, this is what other people look like, how they feel. This must feel how other people look. Because other people looked so comfortable in their skin, and I did not, and I was not. I was scared, and I peed on myself a lot because I was scared. And I didn't know what was going to happen next. I had a lot of accidents in my pants and in the bed. And I know now that it's because of the abuse that was going on in the household. I didn't know it then. I thought that all that stuff was normal. And I think that everyone thinks that, whenever you're raised in an abusive home, I think everyone thinks that that's what normal is. It is not. It is not. Normal, I think I think my camera's a little crooked. Like I keep looking at it. Let's see here. What's going on there? Is that better? I think that's a little better. Anyways, it is not normal to be yelled and screamed and cussed at and hit and kicked and abused the other way. That's not normal and it's not okay. And I can remember many times in my life reaching out for help, and back then it was completely different. Nowadays women are brought up differently. You are, you're brought up more empowered. I was not. I was brought up by a very overbearing father who was dismissive, neglectful, and abusive. And that's the truth. And he married a woman who was manipulative and hurt, and I say she was hurt because hurt people, and she wanted us to hurt. And she would manipulate my dad into being angrier than what he needed to be. And she was a very much a masochist. And her children were not all bad. The youngest boy was sexually inappropriate with myself and my brother. And so when I took that first drink and all that went away, man, all that went away. And it didn't scare me. And I wasn't worried. And I remember I knew where my dad hid his gun. And I was a little kid and I wanted to shoot my dad. And that's just where my abused brain took me. So, I took that first drink and I felt just okay. Hold on. Okay, so I pushed stop. I meant to push pause. Maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. If not, maybe I'll do a part one and part two. Who knows? And just back to back, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm figuring it out though. I got a couple friends. Shout out to Brando, Oz out there. Anyways, so I remember feeling okay, and I chased that for many years. I didn't know why I felt okay. I was young, but I did start stealing my dad's alcohol. So did my brother. And we started sneaking out of the house. I mean, it's just the whole thing. The whole thing. I so I drank at it and used at them, and had sex at them until I was 28. Yeah, until I was 28, because I'm 42, right? So 29. I was 29 years old. And I got really wasted the last time. About a month before I quit, I remember thinking I'm going to drink until I have a good drunk. Because I hadn't had a good drunk in a long time. They had all been... Hold on, my dogs. Anyway, I hadn't had a good drunk in a long time. And I was chasing that. And I drank and drank and drank and drank. And finally, on the evening of August 27th, 2008, my kids have fallen asleep in the living room. They were little kids. They were still kids. They were young. They were 6 and 8, I think, 6 and 7. Let's see, 2008. They were 8 and 9. They were 8 and 9. And I picked them up and I took them to their bed and I tucked them in and told them I loved them. And I had every plan on committing suicide because I couldn't have a good drink. And instead, I said a little prayer and I passed out halfway on the bed, halfway off, of course, because why would you pass out any other way, right? And I woke up the next morning and I thought, I wonder if this is a bottom. Because I had been to 12-step programs before and they had talked about a bottom. So I thought, I wonder if this is a bottom. It was. I called one of my old sponsors and I was told to go to a meeting, find a sponsor, work the steps. And so I did. And I've gotten to stay sober for 13 years. And not all of them have been wonderful, and not all of them have been cutesy. I have had some rough days, and I have fought for my sobriety, and I have begged for my sobriety. I've worked. I've put in some work, and I've gotten to be sober. And I'm really grateful for that. And now, at 42 years old, 13 years of sobriety, I'm finally facing some facts of some abuse from my childhood that I had been denying. And I'm going to counseling, and I'm learning how to... I have no idea what I'm learning how to do. Honestly, I'm talking about it, and I am being honest about it for the first time. And that's where I am. So, I hope I can piece this together, and I hope it can make some sense. I don't even know how long it is. Um, when I first stopped drinking, I wasn't grateful. I didn't want to, but I knew I couldn't keep going the way I was going. And I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But some people die. They don't get the chance. They don't get the chance to stop drinking. They die. And today, the longer I stay sober, the more grateful I am for the chance to be sober. So, I love y'all. I do. I don't have to like you, but I do love y'all because we're all one. All of us, all of everything. Me and the trees, and you and the grass, and the birds, and the clouds. It's all part of it. It's all part. We're all connected and we're all important, regardless of what you've done, regardless of what you believe about yourself, regardless of what other people believe about you. We're all one and we're all deserving of love. So that's really all that I have, I think. Yeah. Thank you. If you watched, thank you.